Some of the tips that we see for all these regions for Central Asia, I think we need to focus heavily on water management, especially in agriculture. This is drip irrigation. This is using new technology, which is readily available. I come myself from a background in business that is related to agriculture, and I know one of the issues is financing. We don't have the proper financing instruments in order to provide these farmers the tools necessary to manage the water. Plus, we have issues like in Utah, for example. So we were in Salt Lake last week. One of the things we heard is that there's this very old law that states that you either use the water that you receive or you lose it. So if you don't use those rights, you lose those rights. And what the farmers do, they just flood their farms, overuse water. Salt Lake is not getting enough of water input. And it was actually quite interesting because I thought this is a problem that you wouldn't probably see in the States, but you have similar problems here as well. And Tajikistan is very key in general in water management because it produces the most amount of water for Amur Darya and Sirdarya rivers. And their positioning is very important for the national security of the region as a whole. In the Caucasus, of course, the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict resolution remains the most important and the central element of regional stability. In Mongolia, as you all know, Mongolia is very keen on its third neighbor foreign policy. And we think it would be very encouraging if they also focus a lot on the CAMCA region, not just the Southeast Asian region, Americas and the European Union, but the CAMCA region as well. In Afghanistan, of course, there needs to be active presence of international community that should press the authorities to align with all the agreements that were reached prior.